Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with the amazing Shinsengumi. We're on chapter 2 with Hajime Saito. Yes, that's his name. Okay. I keep forgetting everyone's name. It's so sad. But anyway, we're back. We're about to start chapter 2. If you haven't already and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Also give a like to the video if you enjoy it. And let's get started. Chapter 2. You're so wet. It's like, yes, we were just in a fire. What do you think happened? Huh? What did you say? I left my burned down house and went to the Shinsengumi base. I was given a spare room. I'd rested and cleared my head, thinking about what I should do next. I found something I could do, so I asked Hajime for his permission. Let me do the chores around here. I can't tell when he's smiling, but I can tell when he's shocked. That wasn't the time to be thinking about that, though. Before I knew it, I was thinking about Hajime. I don't... Tell him a sob story. What? As Hajime hesitated to give me an answer, I tried to appeal to him one last time. Please. I feel guilty being here and not helping out. Captain Kondo asked me to take you in. You're like a guest. You don't have to worry about those kind of things. But I don't want to be treated like a child. Hajime's eyes opened wide after hearing my outburst. I feel so guilty about being here and not doing anything to help. Hajime raised both eyebrows and let out a sigh. I just can't win against you. Then, you're okay with it? Yes. Thank you so much, Hajime. No, we should be the ones thanking you. Huh? What do you mean? Hajime smiled awkwardly. He couldn't give me an answer. I soon learned why, though. Lot of stuff. Hey, you guys, if you're already exhausted, you're a disgrace to Shinsengumi. Yes, sir! Great, put your backs into it. Yeah! In order to improve their skills, the soldiers practiced with wooden swords every day. The practice didn't look like it was for discipline. It looked very painful. I could hear the swords clashing and the soldiers' screams. The intense practice kicked the sand up. Everyone's clothes were dirty. I flinched as I watched the soldiers, and I wanted to look away many times. If I was going to continue living here, I needed to get used to these things. Hey, Henri. I looked up and saw Sanosuke holding a large quantity of clothes. Yes, look sexy as you hold dirty clothes. You just want me to wash them, don't you? Whoa, that's a lot of laundry. Yeah, it is. Can I give it to you? Of course. Thank you for carrying it all the way over to me. I thanked him and looked down at my hands. There was a huge pile of laundry that I hadn't finished doing this morning. This is a lot more work than I had imagined. I seriously understood why Hajime thanked me. While I was thinking about those things, Sanosuke suddenly sat next to me. Hey, when you're done with the laundry, why don't we go somewhere together? As you can see, I have tons of laundry. I haven't finished working, so sorry. Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, let's do it another time. It's a promise. By the way, how is it living with Hajime? It's very normal. Then again, I've only been here for one day. Hajime had no problems with me living there with him. I was a little worried because it was so quiet there. In my opinion, enduring even one day is good enough. If you're ever bored, come to my place, okay? Sanosuke smiled as if he had nothing to worry about. He came closer to me. I'm not bored. Don't worry. I take pleasure in observing Hajime's behavior. Oh, really? But you don't know me very well, right? Well, that's true. He's getting a little too close. Sanosuke was so close I felt our noses were about to touch. I became more astonished as he got closer. I would have been so happy if you chose to come to my place. Sanosuke's fingers were about to touch my bangs. Sanosuke. When Sanosuke was about to touch me, Hajime suddenly was standing next to him. Vice Captain Hijikata is looking for you. Crap. He found out I skipped out on practice. Sanosuke took his finger back and rushed toward the practice grounds. I was so surprised. I breathed a sigh of relief. Hajime was standing there with a blank expression. I couldn't decide if he was deep in thought or not. Oh, well, why don't we talk to him? Hajime, are you thinking about something? No. Hajime kept his expression blank before shaking his head. Our conversation stopped. After a while, I heard a voice from above. Can I help you with anything? Huh? But aren't you tired from practice? It's not a problem. He sounded uninterested. I couldn't tell what his motive was, so I was flustered. Is something wrong? No! Hajime didn't have any ill will, but I wasn't used to talking to him. Then again, this was my job, and I should be doing it by myself. I decided to tell him that. Thank you for offering to help, but it's all right. I can do it by myself. I bowed my head and continued working. Oh, the water ran out. I stood up to get some more water. For some reason, Hajime silently followed me from behind. Kinda creepy. Awkward silence. What's with this silence? But for some reason, it doesn't feel at all awkward. Oh, okay, it's just me. We're good. It's just my silent observer as I clean clothes. I felt Hajime's presence as I arrived at the well. I threw a bucket in and grabbed onto the rope. I put all my weight into pulling the rope. I felt something from behind my back. Hajime had also grabbed the rope from behind me. Hajime? There's just gonna be other silence. This is gonna be interesting. He silently pulled the rope. The heavy water bucket came up smoothly. Don't worry about me. Even though he told me that, he wrapped himself around me. Any girl would feel a little worried at that. Someone might get the wrong idea. It's embarrassing. If one of the soldiers sees us, they might get the wrong idea. What do you mean? He doesn't even have a romantic thought in his head. I took the bucket and tossed it into the well one more time. Do you need any more? Yes. Hajime quickly stood next to me. After thinking about it, my heart began to pound vigorously. I was worried Hajime might notice my increased heart rate as I pulled the bucket up. You're really strong. The bucket's full already. I'm a man after all. Oh, that's an interesting expression, actually. Yay, smiles. He gave a short answer, but his cheeks looked a little rosy. I was happy being so close to him and noticing the small changes in his face. I wonder why. Because he's a bezel. I was a little doubtful and tilted my head. I looked up at Hajime's face. We finished getting the water and Hajime looked down at me. Her eyes met. You helped me a lot, Hajime. Thank you so much. Don't worry about it. Giving a short replies might have been one of his characteristics. Still, I felt very distant from him. If we're going to live together, I want to get along with him as best as I can. Thinking that, I tried talking to Hajime. It's hard getting water when I was at my old house as well. I see. Well, I expected that kind of reply. It was a little sad that he answered with such a simple reply, but feel free to rely on me at any time. Huh? I looked up after hearing his unexpected words. What is it? Nothing. Maybe he followed me so he could help me out? After thinking about how modest and kind Hajime was, my chest became noisy again. Did I say something strange? I quickly shook my head and stared deeply at Hajime's face. I'm kind of weird too. I just keep staring at him. Hajime sighed and looked back at me, and he looked like he smiled. Just a little bit. Oh, one we got, yeah, he's smiling. I felt like I knew him a little better. Later, on another day, I was asked to buy some ingredients for dinner and went to town. I guess this is all the stuff I need. I checked that I had everything. I stopped walking as I saw light rushing through the sky. Was that lightning? I looked up and saw the clouds spreading. The golden flashes of lightning came down. A few seconds later, I heard the thunderous sound shake the earth. I have to get home quickly. However, it started raining before I could get back to the base. And apparently so did the stars came out too when it rained. The heavy rain fell into Kyoto. I need to find shelter from the rain. I protected the food from the rain. I found something to stand under and waited. It looks like light rain. I'm sure it will pass soon. I closed my eyes and listened to the intense rain and violent thunder. I started thinking about Hajime. Wait, why am I thinking about Hajime? I thought it was strange and everything became dark before my eyes. Oh, here you are. Huh? A Hajime? What is it? Uh, nothing. Nothing at all. I see. He closed the umbrella and came under the narrow overhang with me. I was so surprised. I was just thinking about Hajime too. I came to get you. Why don't we wait until the rain stops a little? Oh, what Hajime? Even with an umbrella, we'll get wet in this heavy rain. Is he being considerate of me? Hajime really is a nice person. Thinking that, my cheeks started to rise up. It looked like I was jealous of something. Embarrassed, I put my hand over my mouth. What the heck would I be jealous of? The rain? Oh, it looked like Hajime realized something. Sorry for not realizing. Before I could ask him what, he took out a hand towel from his chest pocket. He wiped the raindrops falling down my face. Huh? You're so wet. It looked like he was trying to dry my body. I was embarrassed. He'd go that far for me? It's okay. You don't have to do this. How come? Well, I feel bad for you. Oh, I see. He stopped and I touched my chest in relief. I want to do it, so please, don't worry about me. He doesn't get it. Hajime started wiping my body again. I became a little shy. He took my wet hand and carefully wiped it. He shook the sleeves of my kimono gracefully as well. I can't believe I'm letting a man do this to me. I should have been more forward with him when I told him to stop. I couldn't refuse Hajime's kindness. I didn't care what the reason was. I was glad he was touching my body. Does it tickle? I'm fine. He moved his towel onto my neck. He continued downward and started going toward my chest. You pervert. You don't have to wipe me here. I panicked and screamed. Hajime was taken aback and his face turned red. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, still he blushed. Even if it was raining, we were near a busy street. If someone saw us, rumors would spread overnight about the Shinsengumi. I'm sorry about that. I heard Hajime apologize in shame. His voice could calm anyone down. I took a deep breath and looked up at him. I'm really, truly sorry. Even his neck was red as he apologized again with his fleeting voice. No, I think I went a little overboard too. I'm over it. Let's just forget about it. Okay. The awkward mood continued. I wanted the rain to end soon. Even here. Huh? Stand still for a moment. Hajime wiped my lower lip with his finger and became wet with rainwater. What's wrong? He may not have thought it was a strange place to touch, but the feeling of him touching my lips lingered and I couldn't help but think about it. Okay. Well, he's definitely wet. So are we. Because of rain. Yeah, rain. Rain. Alright. Anyway, guys, that's it for chapter 2. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye. Cause I out.